All right, so we got Tyleek Williams. I think he's a second round defensive tackle picked up by the Lions. I think he played at Ohio State. We'll check out all his snaps versus the Falcons. Shout out to NFL Film Room. After this, we're gonna check out Jackson Kruger's analysis on him and see what Jackson thought of his first game. Hold on, I didn't see the little circle. Oh, there you go. He's right here. Okay. Okay. Not too bad. Staying busy right there. This is. I'm assuming he's supposed to do that because look at this lane right here. I gotta assume he was supposed to do that because he angled straight directly to that side. I don't know. This is a little confusing. He's taking a double team. Like as soon as he rushed, he went to the that'd be our left. He went to the right as soon as he rushed. So it's like I don't want to believe he just got pushed that way because it looks like he intentionally went that way, but for some reason it don't make sense at the same time. He's jumping back inside. I don't know. Maybe he's supposed to first. I don't know. It's a little weird. Okay. Lineman got him locked. He gave a good initial push. Double team. Can't get mad at him about nothing on the double team. Double team. Ooh, good play. Good play. He wasn't quick enough to make the tackle, but that was a good break inside. Great job right there. That's a good play. Good rush. Good rush. That was good. 1-on-1. Decent pressure. His initial push is solid. It's just, you want to see a continuation of driving the offensive lineman back. Okay. Got double team right there. Kind of tough. Okay. I got too much to say about that. Solid. Nothing crazy. A lot of those he wasn't even in position to affect the play, but I mean there's effort there. Like I said, I want to see more of a deeper drive on the offensive lineman. Like he'll get a good push on them, get them about 2 yards back, and then they got him. You know what I mean? Like pretty much locked in place. And I think that's one good thing about like just staying low, controlling leverage. I mean I can't remember how tall he is or anything, but I think that's where that comes into play. But let's see. That was all his snaps. So I mean, that's the good and the bad. Let's check out.
All right, let's talk about
Donovan. I'm reading that there. Excuse me. Let's check out Jackson Kruger's thoughts on how he played.
Tyliek Williams, a player who was selected by the Detroit Lions in the first round.
He was a first round pick. That's interesting.
Who wasn't projected to go in the first round, although the Lions have taken guys earlier than they were projected to go in the past.
Yeah, they took Isaac Tesla pretty high. I didn't expect him to go in the fourth round, but the Lions saw who they wanted and they were aggressive about it.
And had it worked out, but he was projected to be a mid-second rounder. They take him in the first. And let's talk about how he looked in the preseason, what he was able to do successfully, what he wasn't able to do successfully and still has to work on. Yeah, let's just get into it all. We'll start off with the play you see on the screen. It's going to be a passing play. And, one of his big critiques was, part of why he was maybe not projected to be a first rounder was because, he isn't considered a great pass rusher. He is much more of a run defender. Well, on this play, he's going to get double team blocked. Watch, as you see, takes on two offensive linemen. Not a lot you're going to do in a situation like this, right? All you can really do is your best in this spot. If you're taking on two offensive linemen, usually you're kind of just doing.
Now, one thing I do notice right here, this guy right here is in a driving position. I don't know what the end goal on this end result is, but he's in a driving position. This guy's in a driving position. I can't really tell from this angle, but his head is down. He's in a driving position. He's straight up, you know? So, again, that kills all your leverage. You can't push somebody standing straight up, you know? Like, when he's coming out, I'm assuming, I don't know, but he got to stay a little lower.
Your job. Okay, Aaron Donald would win sometimes.
I don't know all the details.
Guys would, right? Here, though, I would say he does a good job.
Like, you got to have real brute strength. Like he just referenced Aaron Donald. You got to have, like, some real strength in order to get it, like, to push somebody back while someone standing up. And that's another thing why I think Aaron Donald has success. Aaron Donald was 6 foot, so he automatically has leverage. That average lineman is like 6'3" to 6'5". So and he's strong. So he automatically got leverage. So it's like you gotta keep yourself, you gotta keep leveraging. I'm assuming Tyliek was like 6'3", maybe something like that. So
fight, does not give up on that play. Shows some hustle, but you're not going to see great numbers sometimes for interior defensive linemen. Just for that reason alone, you're going to get double teamed a lot. Although I would say, heading over to something like this, that was not the only thing that you would see with the pass rushing. I mean, this one is. I shouldn't say it's a pure one-on-one matchup because there is a play action, but there's one guy blocking Williams. That's what's happening here. Right when it begins, there is the play action, which maybe allowed the Falcons offensive lineman to get the hand placement a little bit easier, as Williams doesn't know if he has to run, defend, or pass rush. But still, you're in a situation right now where now it's a passing play. And as you see, this really he isn't doing a ton here, right? I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, he shoots straight up. Like when he soon as he gets off the line, he kind of shoots straight up.
It's a pure one-on-one matchup. Right when it begins, there is a play.
It's not much driving or like trying to push at an angle, because it's like even the thought of like if you run towards somebody and you run and you keep your shoulder down and you run and try to push them at the midsection, the odds of you making them fall are much higher than you running straight towards them and trying to push them by their shoulders, So it's like, I think I don't know. That's just something I'm saying.
Maybe allowed the Falcons offensive lineman to get the hand placement a little bit easier, as Williams doesn't know if he has to run, defend, or pass rush. But still,
Brandon Stephens is starting for what team now? He's starting for somebody. Who was that? We just seen it. I can't remember.
You're in a situation right now where now it's a passing play. And as you see, this really he isn't doing a ton here, right? And this is something we saw in college. This is not what he is known for. He is not known for being a pass rusher, and because of that, there are issues. And again, if you want to sit here and say, well, this was not fully fair to criticize because it was play action. How can you do when it's not play action? Well, okay, let's show just a regular passing play. Let's head over here where it's a 3rd down and 2. So you still have to be aware of a potential run on this play. But again, it's not going to be a run. It's going to be a passing play. You see where he is one-on-one against the right guard. And again, as you see, there really isn't much of anything going on. Credit to him for trying to deflect the pass, but ultimately you're not getting much pressure through there. You don't want a guy trying to deflect the pass. You want a guy trying to get to the quarterback.
Look, bro, this dude, I don't know who this is next to him, but he's doing work on his double team. And look, he's keeping his body angled. His feet are much farther out. Tyliek is standing straight up, and he did that on the double team too. He's standing, put him, I can say fully straight up, but he's standing way much straighter. Look at this dude working. Hold on. I don't know who he is,
but to deflect the pass, but ultimately you're not getting much pressure through there. You don't want a guy trying to
driving
to get to the quarterback. Obviously, it's better.
Got in there. He didn't obviously didn't get the sack or I don't know if he got deflection or anything, but he got in there.
Deflect the pass if you're getting beat, but you don't want to get beat that badly to begin with. So the pass rush stuff, it has a lot of work, right? And the good news is you can take up a body if you're next to Aiden Hutchinson. Well, that's still gonna, he'll do the job for you perhaps, but it still needs work. However, like I said, they did not draft him in the first round for his pass rush. They drafted him for his run defense. So how is that? Well, let's go over here. So what's going to happen on this play is he's going to get double team blocked, and then the guard is supposed to eventually get off of this block and go up to block the linebacker. That's the way this play is going to work. They're running on 3rd down and 4. But you see, look at how difficult it is for these Falcons players to move Williams. They are just not being able to move him. And because of that, what's happened is the guard can't get up to the next level to block the linebacker he's supposed to block. So watch how they're going to end up running and not being able to pick anything up because the linebacker came in and made a tackle, because Williams essentially took on 2 guys. This is why they spent the first-round pick on Tyliek Williams. And again, we can debate if that's worth it or not, but what you wanted to see is, can he be successful at what you want him to do? And the answer was absolutely yes. He was doing a really good job in the run defense game when we saw him out there. Like this one being another one. It's going to, again, be a double team situation. You have 2 guys on him, and again, watch what happens. Look, does he get moved here? Like a little bit, but not much, right? I mean, it takes a lot to try and get him, and that's with 2 guys on him. This is what they wanted. They wanted a really good run defender, and they were okay, quite frankly, with getting a guy.
It's funny because here, as he's getting double team right here, I guess, and it was different because the other snaps were passes. This is a run, but
They wanted.
He's at an angle right here, you know. But obviously, he's doing this to stand his ground and not get driven back. But you know, I feel like the same thing applies, you know, because in the run they're pushing you, in the pass you're pushing them. But he didn't do this in the pass.
A really good run defender, and they were okay, quite frankly, with getting a guy who isn't a great pass rusher, because you can put him out.
Assuming they see some potential in him, and like they probably see that they can get him better as a pass rusher. I mean, that's the hope for everybody. You know, you draft somebody in the first round, you want them to be great.
Their first snaps that feel like their run defense snaps. Of course, you can never know if it's going to be a pass.
Or you draft somebody in general, you know.
How many snaps are you going to get out of him?
That's what you want.
There's all of that stuff. But like, again, yes, it would have been great if he showed up in the preseason and was like an elite pass rusher, but that realistically wasn't going to happen. What you have seen is he's shown up and appears to be a really good run defender, and I think that's what's exciting if you're a Lions fan, is it seems like he should be what they drafted, which is important. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below.
All right, shout out to Jackson. So I mean, I've watched his highlights. Didn't really remember how good he was. I think there was a Ty Williams and a Tyliek Williams, and I think both of them played for Ohio State. I could be wrong, or they played for schools that wore red. I don't know, but I can't really remember the impression he left on me when I watched those highlights. About 6 months ago or so. So it was a good refresher. So he's a run defender. I think he could develop into a better pass defender. I think like the effort, you know, like just in playing the pass, you know, like not to say he not trying to get around the offensive player, but I think like that initial burst off the line, I think he could probably come with just a bit more power there, you know, and just kind of stay at leverage, you know, stay at a angle for a little bit longer. You know, it's kind of like when you're running a 40, or when you're in a race, they want you to keep your head down for a certain amount of time and then gradually, you know, come up, you know. It's kind of same concept there. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed.